Is back on the witness stand this morning at the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture. Agrizzi's testimony was brought to a halt yesterday following security concerns. He had earlier raised security concerns to the Commission after a former police officer, Solomon Segale, who used to work for BOSASA, was spotted in the building with an expired police badge. Now, reporter Mzwandile Mbeje is there. He's the SABC Senior political reporter. Hey, Mzwai, thank you very much indeed for your time as always. Walk-in, vaults, monopoly money, security concerns. What a day.
Thank you very much, Blaine. And indeed, as you've mentioned, those issues were quite prominent yesterday. But before I can go on, Blaine, perhaps with our chat about today's proceedings, let me bring in the spokesperson of the Commission, Reverend Mzwandile Mbeje, who would basically give us, bring us up to speed as to what is happening, so what things will be today and are the proceedings normal. Mr. Mbeje, so yesterday we adjourned quite early because of security concern. How is the situation right now?
Thank you so much, Mzwandile. Yes, we adjourned yesterday because the Deputy Chief Justice Zondo, the chairperson of the Commission, felt that there is a need for us to adjourn because of a situation that was alleged to have happened at the Commission of somebody breaching, which that situation is under investigation by the security people in the Commission and the South African Police Services. But I can confirm that we are continuing as planned today. We are going to be resuming at 10 o'clock and the hearings will go accordingly.
Going forward, perhaps other witnesses may be a bit scared, given that there are issues of intimidation when it comes to some of the evidence that they're giving. So how is the Commission going to deal with this going forward, especially because it wants people who will be able really to assist it?
You'll recall that when we adjourned yesterday, the Deputy Chief Justice Zondo, the chairperson of the Commission, insisted in making sure that we adjourn so that we can look into those matters and said, I quote, that we want everyone who comes to the Commission to feel safe, and the Commission will ensure that everyone is not intimidated but comes to this particular Commission for the sake of the South African people.
I know that Mr. Agrizzi actually mentioned the name of one of his former colleagues, so I would assume that issue is being seriously under investigation right now.
Indeed, as we said, it was an alleged incident and it is under investigation. When that investigation is concluded, the chairperson of the Commission instructed us to investigate that matter. That will be brought into the public space to say how far did the investigation go in terms of that allegation.
I know you can't say much, but perhaps in conclusion, can we be certain that Mr. Agrizzi will be here today?
Yes, as we have heard yesterday, when the chairperson of the Commission adjourned the hearings, he said they're going to be resuming at 10 o'clock, and I can confirm that we're going to be moving forward as planned for 10 o'clock today.
Thank you very much, sir. There was the spokesperson, the Blaine, of the Commission, Reverend Mzwandile Mbeje, basically saying, so the security situation of yesterday has been taken care of. The judge had instructed that the law enforcement authorities here look into it, and it appears everything is now under control. The proceedings, Blaine, will then continue as planned. Remember, they're supposed to start at 10 and run until 4 p.m. So we expect those proceedings to start as expected.
A busy day ahead, but Mzwai, ensuring the safety of witnesses is really important, isn't it? Because it could affect those contemplating on coming forward and giving evidence in the future.
I think that's the reason, Blaine, why the chairperson of the Commission is very serious when it comes to this matter. I mean, should there be an issue, he really takes it very seriously. I mean, you'd remember even when the former MP of the ANC, Fikile Mento, at some point was here at the Commission, and then she raised the issues of security, saying her hotel room had been tampered with. The judge really said everything necessary to secure her, so must be done, and then everything was done. I mean, the following day, he followed up to check if Ms. Mento was feeling well. She feels the security was done accordingly, and then it appeared to be the case. So that is the attitude that the judge is really exhibiting here again, to say, because he wants this commission to succeed, he wants those people really who are willing to help the commission to come here without fearing anything. That is why when that security issue arose yesterday, he just made sure that it was attended to immediately, and then assuring everyone to say whoever wants to come to the commission must be free to do so. And I think that has been done.
Okay, this video, the evidence leader going through it frame by frame, could it be much of the same today? What can we expect?
It's likely to be much of the same and more, because we're speaking about more or less same characters in the main. This was someone, Blaine, who was working for BOSASA for quite a long time, close to 20 years. Working with Gavin Watson, who is the CEO of BOSASA. I mean, that kind of evidence really showing his former boss dishing out the money, making it clear that that money was for illegal activities. And what I think many people are still waiting for, Blaine, is the fact that at the beginning, when his statement was being read, was that there were going to be many, many more people who were going to be implicated, and not only many more people, but some of the high-profile government officials. So I think that's what everyone is waiting for now, to say who are some of those people. Because Agrizzi has been saying the manner in which BOSASA has been operating, trying to secure contracts or extend contracts, has been to really bribe very, very many people. Hence, they kept that vault, which kept lots and lots of money, and then it got restocked every week. And you can imagine, so in these kinds of operations, so there would be many, many more people who may have benefited, so to advance the interest of BOSASA. So as Mr. Agrizzi continues at the witness stand today, so as you had said, it will be more of the same, but it will actually be more, given that BOSASA had contracts with various companies. So we haven't dealt with a number of them. We have dealt by and large with AXA, and we've dealt with some of the contracts in the mining sector, but there are many, many more that have been entered into with government. So we expect really sparks to continue flying.
Yeah. Mzwai, you know, it's what you mentioned forms part of our poll of the day, and we're asking our viewers, should all government contracts given to BOSASA be investigated? We'll try to put up that poll, and so far 92% saying yes, and just 8% saying no after just 38 votes, so more votes still to come. But, you know, he reportedly is going to implicate around 40 people or so. Have you been doing a count so far? How many have been implicated so far?
Well, it's not been possible really to do perhaps the count because I think it's not a question of counting person one, person two. I think the people will be revealed as the proceedings continue. Perhaps to say something on the poll that you've conducted, I think South Africans really are informed by the fact that when Mr. Agrizzi was asked to say were all the contracts that BOSASA entered into with the state illegal, I mean, he was basically saying almost all of them. So obviously almost does not necessarily mean 100%, but given that most of them are were entered into illegally. So even those that were entered into legally, there would be a lot of suspicions. Perhaps it's not a far-fetched idea from the viewers that maybe they may have to be reviewed, because already there is a lot of cloud of suspicion. I mean, if people who were working there, I mean, this person, Blaine, remember, was the COO, and he was working very closely with the CEO. If they tell you that every month they paid individuals ranging from 5,000 to over 1 million. And these are not once-off amounts, Blaine. These are amounts that are being paid regularly because to buy loyalty, so you must make sure that you keep someone in your paycheck. So it's then understandable why perhaps people would feel maybe most of the contracts, if not all the contracts, need to really come under review, because even those that were won correctly so are now tainted. So it's understandable.
Explosive testimony set to come out today, 10 o'clock, Parktown, Johannesburg. Mzwandile Mbeje, SABC Senior Political Reporter. We thank you very much indeed, my friend.